Today, I want to tell you about how you can prevent or bounce back from burnout by adopting a simple but powerful blueprint. Before I do so, I need to rewind a bit and tell you a story. When I was a little girl, I thought my dad was a hero and I wanted to be just like him. He was successful and career-driven. His office was my favorite playground. I saw him dress up in a suit and I could not wait to have my own. My goal was set early. I wanted to become a lawyer. I graduated with a master's in law from Cambridge University and joined my dream law firm. I had the prestige, the financial security, and above all, that is approval. If you met me then, what you would have seen is a very successful, high-performing lawyer. On paper, I had it all, but inside, I was fading away. I was chasing the thrill of winning, but with every material gain, I felt more and more anxiety. I was billing more and more hours, exceeding my targets for the firm, but I was neglecting my sleep and suffering from insomnia. I was shining with a stellar performance at work, but shaking with anxiety at home. I was spending more time with clients and colleagues at the expense of quality time with friends and family. I was feeling very guilty anytime I was not working. So I started to work weekends and sacrificed all my hobbies. I was physically, emotionally, and mentally exhausted. Gradually, I lost all notions of self-care. Then on a Monday morning, I received a call from Mom. My dad, my hero, just had a heart attack. I was too busy working that week, and by the time I flew home on the Friday night, my dad had a stroke. Just before my eyes, as his face dropped, my world broke apart. After the operation, the doctor told us how serious it was and that for him to survive, he will need to manage his work stress. This life or death moment made me realize what I had been denying for years. I was severely burnt out too. Evidently, the way he and I were working was not sustainable. I made a radical decision. I gave up my lawyer status, my suits. I moved out of my fancy flat. I walked away from my city salary. I walked away from everything I had. My intention was to go on a wellness quest, to heal and understand what had gone so wrong. I was on a mission to learn from the best wellness teachers around the world to shed light on my blind spots. I wanted to find out how we can have it all, a sustainable career and robust health. I wanted to become the coach I wish I had. I went all the way to India and lived in an ashram. A monk asked me to sit in silence and practice stillness. Sitting in silence. All my life, I was speaking for a living. My words were my power. But I was stripped away from that. The monk asked me to just be still and breathe. It was unbelievably uncomfortable. But I did it. I breathed through it. When I was getting used to being comfortable with the uncomfortable, I learned how to become more resilient. When I was practicing silence and stillness, I learned how to rest. When I was practicing breath work multiple times a day, I was releasing all the tension away. And there it hit me. I understood why I had burnt out. All those years I was overdoing and underbeing. Rest, release, resilience, or what I call the triple R, became the foundation for my healing and the burnout prevention blueprint I wanted to share with the corporate world. But let's face it, I was living barefoot, learning how to gut fishes with feathers in my hair. That was not exactly corporate relatable. So I decided to take my wellness quest to the technological and innovation capitals of the world and went to Nevada and to California to measure and assess these triple R strategies and put them into practice with high performers. With this blueprint in place, I set up my consulting business in London and became a sustainable high performance coach. I have not only bounced back from burnout, helped my dad make a full recovery, but also successfully coached high-performing executives worldwide to perform in a way that was sustainable. So can you have it all? A successful career and robust health. If just like I was, you're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and anxious, please know that there is a blueprint that you could start adopting today so you can have it all. You don't have to quit your job or move to exotic lands. Small, daily, consistent, triple R commitment are the secret to sustainable high performance. Proactively looking after your health is a competitive advantage for the advancement of your career. We can't escape stress, but we can take positive steps daily to optimize our health. Rest daily, release tension daily by taking movement breaks, challenges, and build up your physical, emotional, and mental resilience. If I could leave you with an invitation today, it is to treat your daily self-care as a non-negotiable to sustain high performance, prevent, and overcome burnout.